Hello and welcome to Casual Leaves, and today we are giving some TLC to my Philodendron Verrucosum juvenile, and this is a bit of a haphazard video because I've shot it in so many parts and I don't know which one goes where, but this is the end product. This is what I have achieved today. I have basically taken all the cuttings I had, which I had chopped my plant into, which was about 3 weeks back. There's a video on that, and I had chopped it up. It was doing really well. It had become very tall, right, and it wasn't giving me good size of the leaves, and it was outgrowing the longest pole I had, the moss pole I had, so I decided to chop it up. I thought it will help me increase the leaf sizes, and then I had 3 different plants with that same set of cuttings. 3 were in water propagation, some were in the soil, and what I've done today is I've combined them all together, put it on a moss pole, tied it up, and I'm hoping that after this I would have sorted my issue with the plant, which is that it's taking too long to build its size. Yeah, so the new leaves which have been coming in are really tiny again, and yeah, I'm really hoping that I have a bushier plant, I have a bigger plant, bigger leaf sizes, and yeah, I just want to show you the process of what I did today. So yeah, let's get into that. So this is our starting point for today. I will be dealing with about 3 of my water propagations of the Philodendron Verrucosum, which are in the test tubes over here. These have been in water for quite some time. I'm really happy with the way the roots have developed and overall progress of the propagation. It looks decently healthy, and on the left is my soil propagation, which was the main mother plant. This was a single starting point of the entire plant that I have today. This was the base of it, and I will be adding the remaining cuttings into this very pot. This cutting has also been doing quite well because it has new growth points, as you can see, and the roots are also seemingly fine. You can see a couple of them through the transparent container, which is the beauty of these containers. You can keep a track and monitor progress. So I'm going to be doing a very simple thing. I'm just using this small little tool here to make cavities where I will just be inserting my water propagation cuttings. So this is how the final pot is looking now. It looks quite full, and that's the idea, that this time I want it to be a bushier plant, and that's why I chopped it into 4 parts, and now there are 4 different stems, and I'm hoping that it will make it a bushier plant. And I'm okay if this wants to trail and not climb, so I'm thinking about if that works or not. So after giving this a bit of a thought, I am actually deciding that I rather insert my moss pole right now because the plant is so delicate, the roots are delicate, and overall the health of this plant earlier wasn't that great. It was struggling in the past, so I'm thinking that it would be right for me to just add the moss pole now itself than to disturb the plant at a later stage. And here we are, much happier than what I had just created a few minutes back without the moss pole. I'm really happy with this sturdier approach where I can use some threads and give support to all the cuttings on all sides of the moss pole. So I just don't have like a front and back of the plant, but it's all 360 degrees, so all four sides have some leaves at some point in time. So if you are really a plant lover, this will happen to you. You are going to get distracted in the middle of one plant chore, and that's what has happened here. I had just stepped into my plant room and I noticed that my monstera needed some TLC. It is giving me a new leaf, and I thought I should just take care of a few things, which is to give it some nutrients, give it some food, some water, and just clean it up a bit. So today is 16th of November, and the rest of the video which you just saw was from 9th of September. That's when I did the chopping and propping of the Verrucosum. Today is a live update after almost 2.5 months of the plant, and apart from using the humidifier, which wasn't really working because my humidifier got bad and it's completely stopped working now, I had to resort to the traditional Ziploc bag technique to put the Verrucosum plant inside it. And I did this about a month back. For a month I tried the humidifier, and about a month and a half, roughly a month and a half back, I put the Ziploc bag into action, and I have to say that this works like a miracle. It is really the best way to give humidity to a plant, and especially a plant like Verrucosum, which needs a really high percentage of humidity. So I just want to show you the updates of how it looks. I did plan to shoot this way sooner, but I couldn't. But that is good in a way because I get to show you this. How amazing have the leaves become. I just love how the Ziploc has worked so well. This is actually how the growth should be in a normal situation. And eventually these leaves will become like this. I'm gonna try and insert a picture. That's the aim for this plant, and I think where we were and where we are right now is a huge progress. So I'm really happy. I'm majorly happy. This plant had really frail stems, really frail roots. I have watered it only once when I put it in the Ziploc bag, which was a month and a half back, and I didn't have to water it again. That's the amount of humidity which was there in there, which is, I'm sure, like 100% humidity. I can't really see any roots on the sides, what I would have shown you, but there are, I know they are there. The roots are developing really well. I do want to show a close-up view from my back camera. How beautiful it looks, how beautiful the leaves are. This is what I think are called the pillowy leaves. Like, they're like soft like a pillow. You can see these little bumps in the wherever the veins are, and just look at the color of the leaves. This is the longest, if I must say, not the biggest, but the longest leaf we have. Earlier this was the largest leaf, but now we're getting better ones. And what I want to show is this bit. if you can notice this, we are finally getting the hairy stems, which is what this plant is famous for. Getting into the macro mode. Yeah, you can see the hairy stem beginning to form, and I'm just so happy with the progress. The only situation I have right now, and I'll talk about it in just a second. So the situation I am talking about is the fact that the plant has outgrown now the Ziploc bag, so when I place it inside, I really can't close the flaps anymore. So I don't know how I'm going to provide the humidity it needs. And the other situation is, how will I make it accustomed to a normal room temperature, because if I have to take it out of the Ziploc bag, it needs to get accommodated with the normal temperature, the normal room conditions, and I am really not sure how that's gonna happen. So I have to get into a bit of a research for it, I guess. Until then, I'm just trying my best to squeeze the plant into this, but it's not really working. I think, in fact, it's gonna damage the new growth, which I'm expecting to happen. Let's show you that. So this is how it is right now, and when I close it, the leaves get squeezed on top, which means they can get damaged, they may start rotting, the new growth will not have enough space to grow and things like those. But overall, still very happy, so happy with the progress, so happy with how the plant is looking now compared to where we were. And I was so heartbroken when I had received this plant, because it was in such a poor condition and it arrived as a juvenile plant, and I was expecting a proper verrucosum, and I've spoken about it in so many videos. So yeah, really happy to show you the progress. And with that, I am going to conclude this video, and I'm hoping I can upload it soon, edit it, upload it soon, so that you get to see it in time. Like I said, today is the 16th of November when I'm shooting the last bit of this clip. And yeah, that's it for now. I will see you next time. Bye.